Seriously, I don't know why anybody even watches this sort of stuff. What are you doing with your life as a magician? That's right, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Mr. Magic, with the Be the Beast shirt. You know exactly why you clicked on this video. You know exactly why you clicked on this video. Because it applies to you. You know exactly who you are, and you know exactly what you're doing wrong. You need to stop with that damn control. No one cares about your fancy card control. Nobody cares. Let's just be honest here. It happens all the time. It happens absolutely all the time. Someone comes out with a control that needs you to grow a new pinky. Everyone jumps on it, and then suddenly all the questions you get asked are, hey Pigcake, do you know how to do the angle jog, turnover, flippity flop, pancakes at Denny's move? Do you know how to do that, Pigcake? Look at that. Look at that. Do you think that's somebody right there who cares about the flippity flop Denny's pass? No. I do double undercuts because I don't have a father. Seriously, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? You get a card picked, it goes right there, you cut the cards, and it's on top. Simple. It's done in a jiff. You don't have to worry about any sort of angles on it. All you have to do is make sure that you have a nice little bit of a break there. You don't have to do a float pass. A float pass. That's a thing. There are people doing float passes out here. There are people doing float passes as if it's a normal thing. Fancy controls are like oil-based lubrication. You know you could get a yeast infection from that, right? You know you could get a yeast infection from using oil-based lube. You need to use a water-based lubricant because the oil causes a negative reaction with the pH. Just get the card where it needs to go as efficiently as possible. If that takes doing a pass, yeah, then take the time to learn a nice little bit of a pass. Take that time to do it. But don't be an ass about it. Don't be making up some weird control just because you happen to be sitting around one day with a deck of cards and suddenly you realize, oh, look at that. I could do a control where the cards are literally, they're balancing between my hands. I've seen a control where you're putting the cards on your body. What is this? Is this a normal thing people do? Is this a normal thing? Have somebody, take a picture of this. Take a picture of this right here. And I want you to show it to people and ask them if this is normal. Ask them if this looks normal. But then again, take a picture of this and see if somebody says if that looks normal. They're gonna say yes. You know why? Because that's mid double undercut. That's mid double undercut. The double undercut is the most efficient and greatest control in the history of Magic. There, I've said it. I already see all the comments below saying, hey, context is key. What if I don't want the spectators to see that I did a control? Well, then there's a classic pass. You know what? The Mahatma control is the greatest control in all of Magic. Look how easy it is. Look how easy it is. Right here, six of hearts, right? Cards lost in the middle of the deck. I give the deck a shuffle. I could be as sloppy as I want. I could continuously overhand shuffle the deck until the cows come home. I could do one of these memes. Look at that. I could bend these fairly expensive cards with the worst box in the history of card Magic. But guess what? That card's on top of the deck. Oh, I need to control multiple cards? That's cool. Look, let's say 3 cards picked, right? 3 cards picked right here. Here's the first one, right? There's the first one mixed and shuffled into the deck. Hey, how about you grab the next one? Grab the next one right here. King of Clubs, guess what? That card also lost somewhere in the middle of the deck. Oh, last card right here, Ace of Clubs. Look, efficient, fast, smooth. These are all different ways that I've used to describe this control. Same thing with the double undercut. Look how easy this is. You ready? Ace of Clubs goes in the middle of the deck, double undercut. I'm losing it somewhere in the middle of the deck. Next one right there. Oh, let's just make sure that these cards are very thoroughly lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, never to be seen ever again. Oh, JK, they're on top in a very efficient and fast manner. Stop with the controls, please. It's hurting me. It's hurting you. You know who you are over there on Instagram with your float passes and your jiggle this and your DPS that, and you're doing it for magicians. You want to impress your Magic buddies. But let me ask you something. Do you think the person who has given time to you when you said, hey, let me show you a magic trick, do you think that individual cares about the fact that you are actually dangling a packet of cards between your hands in order to execute a pass. Do you think they care about that? No, they don't. They just want to see the effect, because the effect is what matters. You disgust me. This is why magicians are the worst. This is why magicians are the worst. That's going to be one of the next Piggy Rants episodes. I'm just anticipating that one. It's literally the next one on my list. You notice that you have, well, let me not show too much, but you have this one right here. And then you have, well, magicians and why they're the worst. 50K. My channel was started 3 years ago on June 30th. 3 years ago on June 30th is when I decided to make the first episode for this channel. And what I thought I would do is, hey, you know what? Your boy Pigcake is gonna show his face. He's gonna do a little bit of a face reveal video. I've already planned it out. Things are gonna be great. I bought a little bit of something for it. And I thought I was gonna do it at 100K. But you know what? That's a little bit of a lofty ambition, don't you think, boys? Don't you think? So instead, what I thought, mid-live stream. By the way, I do live streams every Wednesday. Sundays is a little bit iffy to do them, but Wednesdays I for sure do live streams. So make sure to jump on that. I came up with a little bit of a brilliant solution here, a little bit of a meme. If I reach 50K subscribers on YouTube before June 30th of 2019, I will do and release that face reveal video. I'm putting it out here, all right? I already put it out on Instagram. So share it with everybody you know. Share it with those that happen to have more subscribers. Share it with people that have less subscribers. Share it with your family. Let's get Piggy to 50K by June 30th so I could release that video and be done with this. You think this is a good aesthetic? Do you know how hard it was to get the camera to this position? Do you know how hard it was? Let me see if I could show you a little bit of a meme action here with this brand new Osmo Pocket here. But you see the legs on the camera? You see the legs on this? You see how heavy this camera is with this monitor right here? There's a bunch of things happening here. So they get to this position just so I would be able to cut my head off. It would be a lot easier just to have the camera set up like a normal human. So let Pigcake set up the camera like a normal human being. Get me to 50K by June 30th. I think that's it. Talked about controls, ranted about float passes and jiggle this and jiggle that and DPS this and puzzles here. And look at this maneuver that I concocted. Look at this thing that spectators are never gonna see, but I spent a million years perfecting for absolutely no practical reason. I could go on and on, but thank you guys for watching this. I know that this is a little bit of a rant, but you know, it's necessary, it's needed. It's one of those things that people need to hear. So seriously, you guys do the things, get me to 50K. Hashtag Pigcake 50K, yeah, woohoo. I'm gonna go and shine my ankh